We were all saddened to hear of the passing of former First Lady Rosalynn Carter at the age of 96. Her husband, former President Jimmy Carter, is 99 years old. He's currently in hospice. Now, since leaving the White House, these two have been lauded for their hard work to help the less fortunate. They're good people. I can't imagine anybody having a bad word about them. But I started thinking about the time that Jimmy Carter was in office. 1976, I was 16 years old. Everybody thought he was a wonderful guy, honest, decent guy. But once he got into office, things went to shit in this country. The economy went badly. We had incredibly high interest rates, inflation, high gas prices. The economy was in tatters, and they blamed Jimmy Carter, even though most of it wasn't his doing. So he runs his first term up to 1980. People are angry at Jimmy Carter in spite of the fact that he's a decent guy. Ronald Reagan, a goofy actor, comes along. Sound familiar? And he's spewing evangelical and conservative and crazy shit. But people are desperate because they don't have money and their gas prices are too high and there's shortages and all kinds of shit. So Jimmy Carter just gets one term while he gets the blame for the economy, and we elect Ronald Reagan. Now I'll say this, that would have been my first election, 1980. I would have been 20 years old, and I voted for Ronald Reagan because I was tired of the economic shit. But of course at 20 I didn't know jack shit about jack shit, and I voted for Ronald Reagan. But this was a pivotal point. You see, Ronald Reagan was the turning point in this country. The hard right, the conservative, the evangelicals. And that set us on the path that brings us where we are today. So this young man at 20 years old, I made the wrong decision, put Ronald Reagan in the office, and we are here because of that. Now, Ronald Reagan did a lot of negative things. All the loopholes for rich people. He came up with a trickle-down theory that has never worked. He took money out of mental health hospitalization. He did all that. He played games. He did things that were illegal. But that started us on the path to this religious right evangelical bullshit. It took a while, but here we are, really in a bad spot because of that one pivotal moment. Now, it seems like we're at that moment again. I'm an old man now. Whatever happens probably won't affect me. But young people, you should take a lesson from me. I was 20 years old. I voted for Ronald Reagan, and I was one of the people that helped to bring us here. So don't make that mistake again. The bigger part of this is not only is Donald Trump as bad as Ronald Reagan, he is far worse. He's taken it to another level, to a level of fascism, to criminality, to corruption, to unbelievable lengths. We have to understand what's going on here. If we don't pay attention to history, we are doomed to repeat it. And in this moment and in this time, we're set to potentially repeat it. I don't think Donald Trump has a chance to win the presidency, but we can't take any chances here. We've got to make sure everybody fucking understands what's up and what's at risk. Like I say, I'm an old man. By the time you will reap the negativity from another Republican presidency, I'll be dead. But you're going to have to live with it.